Hi everyone.
Hi sir, good evening.
Good evening. So last day I have told about the constructor, right? Up to the constructor. Okay, have you any time gone through that questions that I sent it to you in the WhatsApp?
Yes, I have completed.
Okay, so first of all, let's discuss this, then I have to come to the next topic. Okay, so the first question is, what is JIT compiler? Can anyone say that? What is JIT compiler?
It's a just-in-time compiler and compiles code during program execution. Hello sir, am I audible?
Yes, tell.
And many traditional compilers compile code transitioning between code input and a machine language. While before runtime, a JIT compiler is a way to compile in real time or on the fly as the program executes.
Okay. Yes, JIT compiler means
Just-in-time compiler.
improving the performance of Java programs by compiling bytecode into a native machine code at runtime, right?
Yes, sir.
Machine language code. At runtime. About created. Method. When we call a method, then the JIT compiler is enabled.
Sir.
And for what the JVM do, the JVM,
স্যার
yes, yes, tell.
স্যার আমি লাডলি বলছিলাম।
হ্যাঁ,
স্যার আমি পাঠিয়েছি হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে গ্রুপে একটা মানে কোশ্চেন আনসার উইথ।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, ওটা হ্যাঁ, ওটা আমি চেক করে নেবো।
ওকে স্যার, ওকে
ওকে,
স্যার আমিও করেছি, আমিও তাহলে ওটা সেন্ড করে দিচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, তো সেন্ড করো।
ওকে।
What the JVM do here, the JVM directly state of what the JVM do here when the compile method is, the JVM directly calls the compile code instead of interpreting. That is the JIT compiler. That is JIT compiler, nothing else. The next question is why the main method is static. Can anyone say that?
Java main method is always static because compiler can call it without the create of an object and of the class.
Okay, it is directly called by the JVM without creating an object of the class.
Yes,
That is declared, right?
yes, sir.
That means when the Java runtime starts, there is no object of class present. Right.
Yes, sir.
That's why main method has to be static, and JVM can load the class into memory and call the main method. Which Java runtime starts. I mean, in the runtime, when when you start the runtime, there is no object present in the class. That's why has to be static. Where JVM Can anyone say the inner execution in Java?
Java source code is compiled into bytecode when we use Java compiler. The bytecode saved on the disk with the file extension, and when the program is to be run, and that bytecode is converted using JIT compiler, and the result is machine code, which is executed to the memory. I think so.
Yes, that means we write the program in the source, that is called source code.
Yeah.
And what compiler can do? Compiler transform the source code into the bytecode.
Bytecode, exactly.
Bytecode, yes. And that bytecode, then what interpreter do? Sorry, not interpreter, it is a JVM actually.
Like JVM can change into the machine language.
Yes, yes. JVM change bytecode into the machine language.
That interpreter code will say that the bytecode is a compiler, that bytecode available to bytecode. The first step is going through the compiler, and the next step is going through the Java virtual machine and JVM.
Yes,
that is the inner execution.
Yes, exactly. What is the difference between constructor and regular methods? Anyone?
A constructor is a block of code that initializes a newly created object, whereas a method is a collection of statements which returns a value upon its execution. Number two, a constructor can be used to initialize an object, whereas a method consists of Java code to be executed.
Okay.
A constructor is invoked implicitly by the system, whereas a method is invoked by the programmer.
I mean explicitly, right?
Yes.
Okay.
A constructor does not have a return type, whereas a method must have a return type.
Yes.
The constructor name must be same with class.
Sorry, come again.
So that constructor name must be same with the class name.
Class name, right?
Yes.
But method name may not same, may be same or may not be same.
Yes, sir.
So may not be same.
Yes.
So in case of constructor not present in default constructor,
Yes.
is provided a Java compiler.
Yes.
Or in method, no default method is provided.
Yes, you can say. class name should be the same. As a constructor does not return any value. May not return any value. I mean, when you say public void, if you mention void, that method does not have any return type, right?
Yes, sir.
Constructor is to initialize the object. Method is used to exhibit functionality of an object. These are the basic defines. Come to the next. So what is the usage of Java packages?
Preventing naming conflicts and making searching or locating the uses of classes, interfaces, and annotations easier, providing control access, which is protected, and default have package levels access control, and package can be considered as data encapsulation.
And anything? And preventing naming conflicts, right? And making searching, locating, and usage of classes interface. Packages can be considered as data encapsulation or data hiding.
Yeah, sir.
Enumeration, sir.
Yes.
Sir, conflicts. Considered as data encapsulation or data hiding.
Yes. Okay, so next, how you use Java? I think this is a basic question. You know that.
Java is easy to learn and Java is platform independent, and Java was designed to be easy and to use, and therefore easy to write, compile, debug, and learn that other programming language. Java is object oriented and reusable code.
Java
We use
supports
the code, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, Java supports web-based application, that is applet, servlet, JSP.
Yes.
Java secure than other languages.
Better portability more than other languages.
Better portability other language. Yes.
Java is commonly used desktop computing, other mobile computing, games, and numerical computing.
The computing. Yes. Okay, come to this. There is so difference between C++ and Java.
Sir, C++ does used for system programming, where Java is used for application programming.
C++ support operator overloading, structure, and union. Java does not support operator overloading, and Java also does not support structure and union. C++ does not support documentation, comment, and it nearer to hardware, and whereas Java does not support documentation, comment, and not interact to hardware.
C++ has goto statement, whereas Java does not support goto statement. C++ supports call by value and call by reference, whereas Java supports call by value only.
Or C++ generally breaks down to the function, or Java break down to object.
And it is multiple inheritance. You say that.
So C++ uses compiler.
Yes.
Java use both compiler and interpreter.
Yes. Yes. And C++ support multiple inheritance. Java does not support multiple inheritance, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So as bytecode is similar to native code, Java performance is faster than C++.
Yes. And if you say pointers, C++ support pointers. But Java support pointers internally. However, you cannot write the pointer program in Java.
Yes, sir.
Even Java has restricted pointer. Right.
Yes, sir. That's very secure also.
Yes. I will some main point.
Sir, I have some
Yes.
doubt.
Yes.
Sir, you said that Java also uses pointer internally. So how that I want to know.
I cannot hear you.
Sir, you said that Java uses pointer internally. So, sir, how that's happening? I want to know. Actually.
Java is? Oh,
Sir, you used pointer. You said that Java internally uses pointer. So, sir, I want to know how.
Sorry, brother, what's your question? I didn't hear you.
Actually,
yeah, actually Java does not support pointer explicitly, but Java uses pointer implicitly because Java
yes,
uses pointers for manipulations of reference. But these
yes,
pointers are not available for outside use. Any operation implicitly done by language are actually not visible, right?
yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yo, pointer is just the address of same location in the memory. That's why Java pointers are not a mandatory of Java.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Because using point at the memory area can be rightly accessed, which is
Uh,
security issue.
in Java, pointers play an important role of behind of the skin in the form of
Yes.
reference of the object.
And to reduce the usage of the memory spaces, Java does not support pointers.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
C++ has a go-to statement,
Yes,
or,
yes.
or Java has no go-to statement.
Replacement is
Okay, so next question was, if we don't use the main method in any program, is the program will execute or not? Obviously not, right? Because
yes, sir.
the execution of the program starts with the main method, right?
That's fine. Yes, sir.
And difference between compiler and interpreter.
The compiler compiles the file means at a time, and interpreter compiles the line by line.
Sir, compiler compile code run faster, whereas interpreted code run slower. Number 2, compiler displays all errors after compilation. On the other hand, the interpreter displays errors of each of line one by one.
Yes.
Next, compiler takes an entire program, whereas the interpreter takes a single line code. Our compiler is based on translation linking loading model, whereas interpreter is based on interpretation method. Compiler generates intermediate machine code, whereas interpreter never generates any intermediate machine code.
Yes. Say that. Okay, next is difference between static class loading and dynamic class loading.
Sorry, sir, come again.
Yes.
What did you say? Please come again.
Or is the difference between static class loading and dynamic class loading?
Sir, আসলে যে একটা নোটস পাঠানো হয়েছিল না, তো ওর মধ্যে ডিফারেন্স বিটুইন স্ট্যাটিক ক্লাস লোডিং ডাইনামিক ক্লাস লোডিং ছিল, বাট আমি ওটা বুঝতে পারিনি। ওটা যদি আপনি একটু ডিসকাস করে দেন তো বেটার হয়।
ও নোটসটা আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে নেই অ্যাকচুয়ালি।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, তো ওটা
আচ্ছা
আমি
আচ্ছা
দেখেছিলাম।
আচ্ছা ওটা আমি তাহলে গ্রুপ থেকে দেখে নিয়ে বলছি।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
Sir, I don't understand your language, sir. Can you speak in English? So that
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
it's my drawback, sir.
No, that's it.
It's okay, no problem.
I understood little bit, sir, only.
Hello, who said that?
Yeah, I'm saying that I understood little bit Bengali, sir.
Oh, acha, okay.
Not enough, because I'm from, I belongs to Bihar itself, but I studied in Kolkata. That is why a little bit I understood. I understand something. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a few questions.
Yes.
Regarding C++, because I never much more about C++. So just for my knowledge, I just want to know that C++ does support interpreter.
No, actually, I don't have much knowledge in C++ actually, because I don't.
Yes, sir.
I don't use actually C++. You know that, right?
Yeah, same here. Okay, as you mentioned here.
Yeah.
C++. Yeah, as you mentioned here, C++ is a system level language. We can design, or we can, if we can develop any type of system regarding software.
Excuse me,
application.
Mohammed,
So
Janani
we
ji.
go.
Yes, can I tell answer of interpreted in C++?
Yes.
Because interpreter program must be translate each time it to be executed in the C++. That's why I'm using interpreter languages in the C++.
Yes, you say that.
Much language like COBOL, C++, that's using interpreted languages.
Okay, you learned C++ in your college, right?
I know, sir. At a beginner level, I know, sir, C++. That's why I'm telling answer.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Very good.
At the end, the answer is that C++ does support interpreter, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it supports interpreter.
Yeah, it
Okay,
support
okay.
interpreter.
Yes, sir. Okay. So yeah, the second question that I'm asking to you, I was asking you, as you mentioned here, C++ is a system level type of designing or we can develop. And Java, using Java, we can develop applications like web application, distributed application. If C++ is a system level type, so is it possible we can develop a distributed application using C++?
Yeah, in come to the Java, we can make, suppose you say in mobile games.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In mobile games or any,
Because
suppose
of
you
parallel distributed
develop the
programming,
web
C++
development program,
so
you use
provides
Java,
out
right?
focus.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tell.
Yes, sir. We use generally Java for the distributed applications.
Yes. Obviously
We
for
use a
Java.
Yeah, but my
parallel
question is,
होता है, मतलब,
Yeah. Anyone
my
say
question
that?
is using the C++. Yeah, my question is the using the C++ programming language. So can we also develop a distributed type of application like business to business, business to service application, this kind of application?
Yeah, I heard that you can build. I heard that.
yes, it's a multiprocessor. C++. So yes, you can use that.
Yeah.
Okay,
What is who's a multiprocess? Actually, what is the mean of multiprocess? Hello.
multiprocessing, I'm not saying that, sir. So I do not have much about knowledge about multiprocessing in C++. I don't know.
No, multiprocessing means you say that multitasking, right?
If we,
I mean,
yeah,
you work
in a Java,
in front end and another work going into the back end, just like multiprocessing or multitasking, that like thing.
yeah, in a Java, we can say that we have a multitasking type of work using the thread concept. We can design, we can work, we can implement those things.
Yeah. Actually, what happens in the parallel and distributed programming using C++ provides an up-close look how to build software. Actually, if you see how the software is building, and the software can take advantage of multiprocessor computers. Actually, multiprocessor computers can do it. It will also be useful for computer science, right? Okay, no more question left. The next topic. What is method overloading?
Sir,
What is method overloading?
the method overloading is built similar type of method with different argument.
Method
And
name
we
are
can-
different parameters, right?
Yes, sir.
Same method with different parameters.
Parameters. Yeah. I give you one example.
The screen is not visible, sir.
Yeah, I'm opening it. It's visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, I create the main class that is called method overloading. It's the main class. But here I create another class in that program that is called class adder. I create one class that is called adder. And here in that class, I create the parameterized method. If you see, this is the method add. In A and B, two parameters, I pass and return A plus B because I want add. And in the same, I create the same method name, but there's a rule of method overloading, but different parameters name and create double and return as usual. And this is the main class I created, method overloading, main method, and create the object, the class, and a class adder object of type adder. What is the type? The adder. And I have to pass the argument 23 and 20. And I have to pin in that fashion. So let's see, run this. Yeah, 23 and 20, that is 43. Sum is 43. I want that sum. So that is the basic program of method overloading. Method name is same, but parameter is different. Okay, so now you understand that basic example, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is method overriding?
Sorry, sir. What is sir?
What is method overriding?
Method overriding is achieving during runtime. The same
Immediate.
procedure is here, but we can extend that class.
I mean using inheritance, right?
Yes, sir. Using
Yes, sir.
inheritance,
Yes, that
we can redesign a method. This method is overloading.
screen not visible, sir. the parent class.
Parent class. Method overriding.
Usage of method overriding.
Both are, both are the concept of polymorphism, right, sir?
Yeah.
Compile time polymorphy and runtime polymorphy.
Actually, no, it is a method overriding is used for runtime polymorphism.
Yes, sir. Overloading compile.
Classes, right? There must be an sheet that is called a inheritance. Jump to the example.
First,
Suppose similar, I take on method that is called teach, and I have to print. So it is giving a lecture, whatever you have to write here, and that is I can have that. Let's go student. I have to transfer all the properties of the overriding into the student. That's the parent class and the child class. So the student extend overriding method, and you can print something. Again, I have to create one class, extend the parent class, lecturing, and have to print that. And again, I have to get one method. And print that. I mean, clerk working, whatever. Actually, the main method and create the object, create the for object, str and c, and object.method. Object.method. This is called method overriding. Here to override the method actually, right? So let's run this. What we take? Yeah, size given the lecture, to listen the teacher clerk working, right? All the four things are printing. You understand the basic example, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can you say again?
So I take one class that is called overriding,
Okay.
and it is I take method, any method you can write here, and again I have to print.
Okay.
You print as your own,
Mhm.
and the next I have to create again one class that is called student.
Okay.
There is a child class.
Okay. Child
And-
class or subclass?
Yeah, you say that.
Okay.
And there is a parent class that is called method overriding.
Okay.
Extend method overriding. So all the properties of the overriding, whatever I write here, come to the child class.
Okay.
And I print that, sometimes print something.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I have to create one class and extend the parent class.
Mm-hmm.
And again, print same function. In every day, in fourth time,
Yeah.
there is same function.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I have to create another child class and
Child
again
class.
print.
Okay.
After that, at last, it is a main method, and I have to declare the object. I have to create the object strnc,
Okay.
and at last I have to call the method. Otherwise, it cannot work.
Oh.
Object dot method. It's calling the method. Okay.
Sir, actually, I have doubt about static class.
If you don't make it static, if you remove the static, you error, right? So look here.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I don't know what is static class.
Add static modifier to parent. Because the method main cannot be declared static. We have to mention the static. Add static modifier to parent type, or you can add the static here. You have to mention the static.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I don't save this. Okay, so save this and run. Yeah, this one. There is two same name method. Okay, so I change that. So it will be better. Yeah. Come to the control statements. So what are the control statements? Anyone?
So your voice is gone.
What are the control statements?
Decision making, loop, jump statements.
Yeah, I mean the name of the statements.
Conditional. For each equal, for loop, while loop, switch, break continuous.
While loop.
While loop. For loop.
While loop.
For each.
So, hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm saying for each loop is also a control statement. Java 8 features.
Yeah, it still remain the control statement. Java 8. In
Yes,
so
sir.
many features are coming, just like you say lambda expression, right? Java 8 features will
Yes.
come.
Can we consider for each loop as a control statement?
Yeah, also we can consider.
Yeah, we should, I think. I'm not confirmed, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, we should. I think we should consider this, right? Hello, Abid. Hello, Abid.
Yes, sir.
I think we should consider this, right?
Yeah, yes, I think so. If we go for the logically, so definitely we should consider.
Definitely. So first of all, here the do while loop example. It's a very basic example. like the do while loop example. This is the do while loop class, the main method. And then I arrow equals to 1, and here that statement start. What is the condition? I have to print 1, and again a plus with a plus with increment operator. What is called is the a less than equals to 10. I mean 1 to 10, right?
Yeah.
If you go to the for, what do you say? If you do the while loop, there's the class main method.
Sir, sometime your voice is coming very low.
Maybe network issue, I think. Don't know. Okay, there's the class, the main method, and I have to initialize the variable I equals to 1, and it is the state while. This is the statement condition. Actually, I less than equals to 10. I give that condition. Less than equals to 10 means 10 or less than 10.
Yeah.
And it's print I. And it is the increment I plus plus. And here I take the if statement. If I equals to 3, then break. When the loop is iterating, right? 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. When the 3 comes, then it will break.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you see the output, yeah, the loop cannot going. When it comes to 3, the loop is break.
It's break.
Suppose it should 1 to 4.
It's showing
Because if it execute then 4 to 5, because I created the break statement, then it will break. It cannot go to further.
Yeah.
Next, come to the what is the control statement for loop. Is the array declaration.
Yeah.
So I take 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here I take here start the loop for loop. Suppose start with 1, initialize the variable. Create length. I mean, what's the length of that 5? The length of that 5. And this is the increment operator. And if I equals to 3, then it will continue. I make that actually. If you don't give, don't give. And print I. Okay, so let's see. Where is the 3? 3 is not coming because I declare here I equals to 3, but I had a continuous statement. It can jump 3. Then it is 2 to 4 and 5. Suppose I
It does not show 2.
It not show, yes, it should not 1, 3, 4, 5. I think.
1 to 5. Exactly.
And that is it is called
Enhanced.
here what I create array declaration 1 to 5, and it is the, and I declare in that fashion for suppose declare on variable that is z x and print z. I have to print that variable, or what to say is the assigning the value, or I have to print that value. Let's see what the output comes. 1 to 5. Because I have to give it's an enhanced for loop.
Because x can be 1, 2, or 3, 4, 5.
Yes. That is the small simple control statement example. Yeah, and if you go to the last one, that is normal if else. So I create the class conditional operator and the main method. Then I declare 10, a equals to 10, and I assigning b equals to 56. And a greater than b. I have to print that as 1 is to 0. 1 means true, 0 means false. And here is the statement. I'm starting if z equals to 0. Sorry, z greater than 0. Then a greater than b. It will print. Otherwise, means else. It will print b greater than a, right?
Yeah.
That is the statement actually. So run this. 56 greater than 10. 10. That is the if else statement. Okay, so understand this small example, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so up to this, I think Deep is not joining today for HTML CSS. Okay, maybe he will attend in the next class, I think.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Only you can